Gotta go. Girl talk.
Boom! Hard in! Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gotham City tonight. I'm Doell. It's just me. It's just me. I think Geek Dad Jay, is joining at some point. But I don't run on Geek Dad time. Well, sometimes we do, but I mean, sometimes we're late. But hey, man, guess what? I texted him, said I'm starting. Just jump in when you jump in. Uh, but it's all good. So hello, welcome back. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, I've been out of town. Uh, and it's Alex was kind of like, I don't want to do a show. I don't know. He gets kind of nervous about it, and he's having post-election depression, which is a lot of folks seem to be having it today. I understand. I hear you. If you need the break, if you just need to watch this show just to have a break from the doom scrolling and the anxiety that comes with it, welcome. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about some Batman stuff. I'm going to go through some pickups that I had in the last couple weeks too. Went through some of them quickly over on Toy Anxiety, but I'll bring them up here today, including this shirt that I also got from Matt Bush. I got this Ultimate Bat Bush package that came in when I returned from Toronto. And I've been up to quite a few things. Before I get into it, I'm going to say a quick hello to the chat. Let's see who's all here. We got Video Power Gaming. You got a fever, and the only prescription is more toys. Yes, you need it. Toying around. Hey, Kevin. Went toy hunting with Kevin a couple days. On the weekend, we went Saturday and Sunday. We went to Treehouse Collectibles in East York, and then we went out to the flea market, a magical place. It was really, really weird. It was like, because it's an old Sears, but then it's like all kind of divided up in these cubicles. It's like a weird dirt ball. I don't know how to else explain it, but yes, Hatuish. I call it Hush Tua. But I want to get into that a little bit tonight as well. And also, who I got to see and hang out with for the first time, Andrew from Gady's Toys. He was with me over at Treehouse as well, and he was there with Kevin. One thing I learned is that I want to hang out with Andrew somewhere else that's not at a toy store that overwhelms me, because I would have loved to have hung out with him more. Awesome dude. And he lives close enough to New York that I think maybe he should go to New York City Comic Con next year, and he should be part of the Toy Tubers panel that Jay puts on. I'm just going to throw that out there. I think he should be part of that. Dorlaxian is here. Yes, we've got room up here in Canada, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of folks asking for that as well. Frankie Riviera is here. Luis, he's going to be watching us tomorrow on the replay. And thank you for loving the show. We love having you in the chat here as well. Topher Khan is here. My dude, Duke Booty, the professor of Ricketts Bionic Funk, is here. And Luis, I returned because I forgot to push the like button and I see it hasn't started. Yeah, no worries. We're starting now, but thank you for being here. Jack Knight 73 is here. He's like, I just repurchased the issues of Hush a week before Hush 2 was announced, just in time. Absolutely. We got William Rodriguez is here, Tony Johnson, Chinovo. We got Stanley Eberhard is here, Flash 739, Deep Space Niner, Nick Dillinger tapping in. Thank you for being here. Matt Bush is here. Dude, the shirt fits perfect. Thank you. Chris B is here. Yeah, today was tough. I'm Canadian. I could feel it. I work with a lot of Americans. I could feel it today. Chris Stewart, right? Definitely need a break. Good. This is the place to break, right? Awesome. Right? Also, yes, NYCC. Yes, we'll go for drinks next time. Absolutely. Kevin, also planning New York Comic Con as well. Make sure DK goes. DK is something special. I don't know how else to put it, but he's a great dude. And now that everyone is here, let's say hello to my co-host tonight. He is having a drink, and God bless it. I bet you he needs it. Jay.
Hello. Hello, Doell.
Hello.
How are
Welcome to
you?
Gotham City tonight.
You sound sick.
I am like I have not recovered from Toronto fully.
Okay.
I came back like I'm on like I have a bit of I don't usually get this, but
It
I think
sounds like
because
concred.
it sounds like concred.
Mhm.
Dude, so on the last few days I was in Toronto, because it was Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're up until 3, like as if we're 20 years old. Next day on the Friday, it's the twins' birthday. Again, we are up super late because
You can't live like
it's their
this.
birthday and it's Friday. So, and then on my last night there, we go, we go to Paul's place, go have a barbecue. I'm there till about midnight, and then all of a sudden the guys are still up. They're just finishing work. So now it's like, oh hey, we were up till 4:30 in the morning. And then I had to get up in the morning to go catch a 5-hour flight from Toronto to Vancouver. And it's completely messed up my system. So I don't like, I think jet lag is kind of it feels like I've had jet lag for the last 3 nights. And I've never had the thing where it's like, oh, I'm on Toronto time. And this is a short trip to Toronto. I'm usually there for 2.5 weeks. I was there for like a week and a half this time. And for whatever reason, I am completely still on Toronto time. So my body is like getting me up at like 5 in the morning.
Ooh.
And
Do you
I'm
all
trying
do
to go
daylight savings there or whatever? Did you all have
Oh
that
yeah,
too?
we had that too, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was absolutely bonkers. Yes. So the day after Halloween is the twins' birthday. Like it's bonkers. It's been absolutely bonkers. So my whole body's just like I haven't been. Now I'm about to say I don't feel sick, and now I feel like I'm about to cough because I've been talking more than I have all day. You know, and
you got it. He's got the
got
Rona or bird
That's it.
flu or something.
Yeah, that's it. Well, no, I went to Toronto, so it would be SARS.
Okay.
Right, that was them. So yeah, it's been that. I haven't felt sick, but now that I said sick, now I just feel like
I guess I can sense there's something like here, maybe a little bit here.
No, nasal's been fine.
Then maybe it's here.
Definitely
Your voice is altered for sure.
My throat feels worked out. That sounds well. Again, I went toy hunting.
You know what happens in Toronto stays.
I went toy hunting with Andrew, so you never know. You never know. But no, it's been it's been a lot happening in 2 weeks. So even the weekend before I left to Toronto, I'm going to show this off. So Alice and I, we went to Seattle for an overnighter, and we went to Spider-Verse in concert.
Look at you, Dapper Dan. Look at this little look.
Well, we went to it was the nice theater at the Paramount in Seattle, live orchestra, and Alice and I were already like, we're gonna dress nice, but we're gonna rock our crew bomber jackets.
Hell yeah!
And yeah, we did it for attention, and guess what? We got it.
Well, was it good attention, bad attention?
No, it was good attention. A lot of people being like, so third one? Getting a lot of that, right? But we knew that was going to happen.
That's true. That is bold to wear a crew jacket to a concert for the film.
Yeah, it was it was bold. It was definitely bold, but we had it was really funny. It was, but we had just because we were trying to like siphon out any other crew members we didn't know that were going to be there too, because our crew was so big that you don't get to actually know everybody on the show. And even if we didn't work from home, even if we were still at the studio, we still wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Just because like the animation department itself is its own bubble. And then mid-tier is kind of its own bubble. And then lighting is its own bubble. Like it's just, we work in bubbles. And that's kind of like, yes, Alan, I know. Yes, I was in Seattle. Yes. Yeah, I would, trust me, Alan, it was one of these things where we were just like, and again, this too, we were getting up at like 4 a.m. We caught the train from Vancouver to Seattle.
How does that? I mean, I guess it's just like a plane. No, wait. I've gone on a train across different country lines.
I think it's a 4-hour train ride, but it's like super nice.
Oh yeah.
It's along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it was super nice. Went down there, and Alice and I stayed at a really fancy hotel.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah, I know. We were like,
and yet you can't come hang out at New York Comic Con. I see how it is.
It's true. That's where we were. You guys were in New York Comic Con. This is where Alice and I were.
That's fine.
So
it's fine.
It was funny because Alice and I were already
I don't have enough money. I've got to really script and save.
Well,
fancy hotels, luxury trains to Seattle. No, I get it.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to live the dual life. That's how we do it. And it was an awesome concert, by the way. Like, because they played the movie, then they have the orchestra going, and it was just like
I've never done one of those. So is it one of those things where the movie, like, are you really watching the movie, or is the music so in the forefront that you're there to really experience the music with the movie in the background?
It's the movie is playing.
Okay.
Like, the dialogue is playing, so you hear all the stuff.
Okay.
And then they have the live orchestra there, and the DJ doing the mixing and.
Okay, so they're like kind of pumping it in when it's time to pay attention to the orchestra.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Right. So it was great. It was great. And like they're trying to tell us, like, get rowdy, and we got rowdy.
Nice.
Right? Because we had to. And then speaking of Spider-Verse, I think this was announced around New York City Comic Con as well. SH Figure Arts.
I love it.
They are doing a Mayday Peter B. Parker figure set, and this is the shit I'm going to be looking for. I know we're going for Star Wars. At least I'm going for Star Wars when I go to Japan.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to tell you right now, this right here is on my list. I'm going to be searching for stuff from Dan Didan and probably some stuff from Ramna. And of course, when I always go, I always try to find Sailor Moon stuff, but vintage Sailor Moon stuff, expensive.
It's spendy?
It is spendy over there. I remember going there in 2010. I went to Japan. They had a 1994 Sailor Moon calendar, and they wanted $80 for it. At this, just vintage Sailor Moon stuff was just like, oh, is it popular right now? Yeah, it was bonkers.
Because you'd think they'd have more over there than here, so it would be more, or maybe cheaper because there's more of it, but maybe not.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I think also their stuff was a lot cooler than the stuff that we got.
Of course. Yeah.
It just was.
Yeah.
It just was. But let's talk about New York City Comic Con a little bit.
Oh,
you were there?
I was. Yes, I was.
See, we haven't had a show since New York,
Really? I feel like that was a lifetime ago.
It was 2 weeks ago, Jay.
The past 2 days have felt like a lifetime. That's like 10 years ago.
Last night was a year.
It was it took a year off my life. I know that.
Right?
Much.
So I get it. But yeah, 2 weeks happened. A lot has happened. I think there's better photos. I just didn't look for them today. Wasn't in the mood.
I think I still have some of my photos on this computer.
But
I'm sorry I was late. My computer updated to the latest Mac without my consent, and nothing was. Chrome didn't work. I had to re-download that.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
Sequoia, I think, is what they're calling this new Mac thing.
Oh, that sounds like something out of a sitcom.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Oh, because you did my New York Comic Con show, right?
I did. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Because I remember talking about this with you. I was like, oh wait, yeah, that's right. We did that show together.
We did do this, but I do want to bring these up just because, it's a maybe.
Can I just bring something up that actually relates to that?
Oh yeah.
Because remember we did an After Dark, and yes. I brought up I have them near me. Those things, the Flintstones figures, right? That I found there.
Yeah, right.
And Matt Bush did Matt Bush things.
Oh, should we do? Hey, do you want to quickly do some pickups then?
I guess so. Yeah. But it's all connects.
We don't usually do pickups on this show, but guess what? We're gonna do them today because I got some comics. I got all sorts of stuff. But let's do it.
Boom. Okay, yeah. But so we're we discovered these new Flintstone figures, and Matt Bush found some carded examples, including
Ooh.
Old Wilma. Not old. Well, it's an old toy. Wilma, I
Right.
think, is not old in
Yeah.
the show.
No,
But yeah,
I think.
Wilma
How old do you
action
think
figure.
Wilma is? In her 20s?
Definitely 20s, I think. People
Fred,
married young
early
back then.
30s?
Probably.
I mean, I'm trying to think of the time, right?
Yeah, early. Well, I guess 2000 BC. I don't. When is
Yeah.
Flintstones set? What is the era of the Flintstones?
Yeah, what?
Do we ever get,
Well,
I don't know.
well, it's the 60s,
Well, sure.
prehistoric 60s.
Prehistoric.
So I kind of think the same kind of like the idea of a 31-year-old marrying a 24-year-old is probably not. Well, that's
Let's just
even
hope it's
common
20s
today.
and not like teens or some weird shit like that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like all the Disney princesses are like 14 or something. Wilma's
Yeah, that's-
30s, Fred mid 40s. Okay, well, there you go.
Oh, never would have
Um,
expected that.
And then Dino carded. But so this was that, right? And we talked about oh,
I know. See
okay,
that,
good to know.
Michael Huntington, because I'm not going to fall for it. I think the Peter and Mayday set is a Tamashi Web exclusive, so it's more expensive, and you probably won't find it in stores. Or okay, well, good to know. All right,
But
back to Flintstones.
in that same After Dark where we talked about that, you brought up the Lucky Egg Flintstones thing, right?
Yes.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yep.
Yabba
Did you
dabba
get one?
doo.
Did he send you
No.
the whole machine?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Okay.
But Mike
wouldn't surprise
Traverso sent a piece of one. He sent me the front.
Oh my god. Okay, not gonna lie, little jealous. Little jealous.
I wish we lived closer because I would just like bring it to you and you could have it in your room.
Because yeah, I would frame that.
Yeah, I want to take it
Yeah.
to a framer and see if there's maybe get like a picture of the inside and then like kind of frame it behind it or something.
Or even if you did like a color that'll make it pop. Like a green.
Yeah. What do you
Like
think?
a green behind it or something.
Yeah, like a yellow maybe.
Yellow. Yeah. Because
But-
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, where did you find this? So, anyway. thanks, Mike.
I love that though. That is great.
And he told me, he's like, if you don't want it, give it to Doell. And I was like, I kind of want it, but
Well, I mean, if
maybe
you
we could do
want it,
like
you gotta keep it.
a shared custody thing. Like I get it for
A sheer
weekends and Tuesday nights. You get
like
it.
Radioactive Man #1. We're each gonna we're gonna sleep in the treehouse with one hand on it. And storm will happen. We'll get shot by lightning. Hang on, I'll quickly go through mine. I got some Matt Bush
Yeah.
too.
Oh, good.
Like I mentioned earlier, this wonderful shirt is from Matt Bush.
Oh, very nice.
He also sent me him and Kyle. I got one from Super 7 as well. They both.
Oh, wow.
So I got two of these.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Right?
very nice.
I know I did show this off last night, but I don't care. This is
Also, Kyle, what the hell? Like,
well, I paid for it, but it was just
oh, okay.
but he got me one. So it was
Very
just like
nice.
so I am going to do an unboxing of this on this channel, and I'm going
Ooh.
to take a series of different sized 3-inch figures and see which ones fit best. And this is a topic I want to, if we're like, I mean, we're already 20 minutes in. However, if we get to it, I do want to have the conversation. Maybe we can do this for Geek Dad After Dark if we don't get to it. But I would love to talk about O-ring figures in Super 7.
Okay.
O-rings
I
are
have
so
some.
hot
That
right
would be a good discussion because I do have a few. I haven't even opened them yet.
because if they're doing stuff like this, because I the first thing I want to do, I want to put a G.I. Joe in here.
Yeah.
I am curious because if they have O-rings, then yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying you want like Batman O-rings? Is that kind of what you're getting at?
I want DC O-rings, but
Okay.
I do want like Batman 89 Returns Forever. You know,
Yeah.
the Batman.
Mhm.
Screw it. Dark Knight. Give me Bale as well. Another figure I'm going to try and put in there, which was also given to me by Matt Bush, was the Batman Returns Jazzwares. At first, I was like, I'm going to open this, and then I saw the 85 years logo, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I just like the film.
Now rip that bad boy open.
I'm going to rip it open because I'm going to see if it fits.
It's a great little
here.
figure. I got it too. I put it in my McFarlane Batmobile, but I think it would work really well in that. So I'm excited for your video because I think that's going to be.
I'm excited too. Yeah, right? Like, here we go. Right?
Yeah.
Saying Jim Carrey Riddler O-ring. It's like, yes. right? Another thing Matt Bush tossed in here too, not a toy, super excited. This is the case of him listening
Mm-hmm.
at, because he listens.
He does.
He gets very specific on what he sends us. I've
Yes.
noticed, like,
Yes.
we do notice this, and this is why it's like sometimes you got to be careful what you say, because sometimes you're just talking willy-nilly about something. You're like, that was so cool, I love it, and then all of a sudden it shows up
Yeah.
magically, and you're like, what the hell, dude?
I'll tell you what though, but it does bring me, like, I'll see a box and I'm like, oh, is this a Matt Bush box? And
It does.
it does bring me a lot of joy, I will say.
It does. Like, there's this, like, yeah, it's definitely that, and it's just like, because you don't know what's gonna
You don't know. It could be anything.
And it's like, it's magic. Like I said, sometimes you'll open it, it's McDonald's Muppet Babies in the plastic bags, and
Exactly.
the next time it's like Battle Beast. This time it was like all Batman. It was like wonderful. So he heard us talking about this book that totally went over my head. Didn't know it existed, called Batman
Whoa.
Resurrection, a sequel to the Batman 89.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. Sent me the hardcover of the whole bit. I am going to, this is like perfect rainy day, Christmas break.
Yes.
Reading. Very excited. So thank you very much for this. Another thing I got to bring up here as well. Pop Art in Canada, they deal with animation cells. I'm pretty sure I gave them your email address and Craig's. Hang on, I can feel it in my throat. Woo-wee. All right. And so they sent me some animation frames that they put art behind.
Oh, that's what I want to do with this thing. Okay, cool. I love that.
Right. And they got to meet the artist on the back, Griffin Goodman from Chicago. And then so there's a Care Bears one. I'm gonna make Alice and Alex fight over these. And they sent me one of Batman animated series as well.
Okay. That's
and it was
awesome.
funny. As like, to fill the box, instead of putting like styrofoam in there or plastic bags or whatever, they threw in a Ninja Turtle.
I love that.
Which I think is absolutely amazing. Right? So hang on. I actually forgot to put the link in the description. So when this is done, I am going to put the link in the description where to get these. And they have all sorts of stuff and new ones coming in, and they're alternating artists and all that kind of stuff.
That's
I really hope.
Cool.
I would love if Alex and Alice got to do a print for these.
Absolutely.
Right? I think it would be absolutely awesome. The Care Bear one is so much fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so much color in there. I kind of wish you could like backlight them or something.
Yeah, like animation cells. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder. Bet you could put lights underneath it. But it's either way. These are super cool.
That's cool.
These are very exciting. You know what? I'm gonna get Andrew Gatey's Toys email as well, and I'm gonna send them Andrew's way as well, because this is a Canadian company, and I think they're looking for more Canadian tubers as well.
Well, there's no shortage of lovely Canadians.
And ones that talk about toys. Apparently, we're just full of them. And
when you have free healthcare, you just have all this free time to like wax poetic about toys, I guess.
Right? So, oh, nice. See, look at this. And Kevin's like, nice. You got the Batman. He got the Joker.
Hell yeah.
These are they're super cool. Super cool. And I also want to pick up my quick reads that I picked up as well over the last couple of weeks. I picked up, oh, look at this. You see my whole reflection in here. The Green Arrow. All
pretty.
Yeah, it's super nice. I picked up Absolute Wonder Woman #1. It is insane. And it's beautiful artwork. I suggest everyone go pick it up. Also, speaking of the most beautiful artwork, written by Mark Waid, this is probably going to be one of the best Batman stories to come out ever.
Oh,
I'm calling it now.
Wow.
Batman and Robin Year One by Mark Waid and Chris Samsney.
I mean, is that in comic stores right now? I need to stop by.
It is.
That one up. Okay.
It is. It just came out. I also picked. I got these two as a gift. Got off the flight from Toronto. My friend Adriana was there at the airport to come pick me up, and she's like, these two comics in the front seat are for you. And I was like, for me? Also a nice, beautiful foil cover.
What's these covers, man? Hell
right?
yeah.
They're beautiful. And this is Dazzler #1. The
Love me
Carrie
some
Andrews
Dazzler.
cover. So it's like Jason Liu, I believe he's the artist doing the interiors. He's from Toronto. Carrie Andrews, who did the cover for this, he lives in Vancouver from Saskatoon. Wait, like me? That's amazing. So this is like a very Canadian edition of a comic, and I love it. Also got this exclusive variant cover, Uncanny X-Men #1 Art Germ
Okay.
Rogue.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. If there's one thing I'm very stoked about, Jay, is that that people are starting to associate me with X-Men, and specifically Rogue and Wolverine. I'm loving it. I am not taking it for granted by any sense. I love this. This is making me so happy. And speaking of Rogue, this got resolicited. I have the original copy. I have the original, the first printing of this comic from way back when in the late 1900s. I have it signed by Jim Lee. I have it signed by Chris Claremont.
Whoa.
This is the newly reprinted one. Right? X-Men 274, Savage Land, Rogue. This is the first X-Men comic I bought off the shelves.
Whoa, that's a big deal.
This was in a spinner rack in a drugstore in Martinsville.
I can see how it called to you. I can see why it called to you.
Well, I just learned about Jim Lee. I think that's not too long before this. He did a cover of Comic Scenes magazine. And that's what I picked it up because I saw the artwork and I was like, who is this? Who are these characters? I've never looked back. It had that much of an impact on me. I never looked back. And this was my first comic, which led my way into collecting Marvel cards. This was it. This is the game over. This is the bullet.
The gateway.
The gateway drug. Right? This was it. Dude, when you buy, everyone buy this issue. Don't read what's happening before it. Don't read what's happening after if you don't remember. And imagine diving in at like 10, 11 years old and being like, what the hell is going on? Because I had no idea what the hell was going on. So this is great. For Andrew, who's asking about hair to ass ratio, which is very important. As you can see, that hair is massive.
And not too much of an ass, kind of.
Right? Her ass was never that big.
No.
So it's only that one shot in the cartoon, and everyone was like, oh.
Well, that's when you took it to the next level, you know?
Took it to the next level. I also grabbed this Epic Collection volume 28.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I started at volume 20. This is when kind of the 90s start. This is 1995, the whole year's worth of Amazing Spider-Man. The Clone Saga is full in effect at this point. We got introduced to Kane, right? We still got Scarlet Spider going on. He has not taken the mantle yet of Spider-Man. Mark Bagley, amazing stuff. I love this stuff. Anyways, I digest. Those are my pickups. Everyone,
great pickups.
Go buy. What am I doing here? There we go. Go buy some comics this week.
It's like I'm seeing. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Capital Comics tomorrow.
Yeah,
maybe.
Why the heck not?
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been to a comic store.
Right? Okay. Let's talk about some of this new. I wasn't sure if we talked about this. I definitely was hoping that Alex was going to be here. Might have to talk about this again. I definitely want to talk about this if we ever get Peter on the show. I am calling these McMondos.
McMondos.
These are the Todd mods, but I'm calling them McMondos. This is his designer vinyl figures. I feel like this is his kind of like he sees the Juggernaut from Mondo.
Sure.
Right. And I think someone was like, we could do this. And I think because Todd has a very firm grip on a lot of this designer stuff because of his connection with Jim Lee. Because it had me go, I wish this is going to sound, I know this is bias. I'm not going to say it's not bias.
Okay.
But I did go, God, I wish Tommy Hodges was doing this at Mondo.
Right?
Right? Like
Like
if
the
he
Swamp.
did
Well,
Bane,
they've done. No, they did Man Thing. They didn't do Swamp Thing.
right.
They don't have DC. No, they do DC stuff.
They do some. Well, they're doing the 1/6 scale Batman animated series.
Yeah.
But man, what I would do if like you see what they're doing with Real Ghostbusters and Motu 2000X, and it just has me go, well, why can't they make DC figures at $100 a pop? Like, I know that
Maybe
sounds
they
expensive.
can someday. Like maybe
Yeah.
the success of Ghostbusters empowers them to do more things,
Right. And then yes, and this here too. I was excited for these till I learned they were 4 inches. Like what? Yeah. When it comes to figures like this, I'm a bit of a size queen myself. When I saw these two, I was like, oh, these are gonna be like as like nice, big, chonky two-handers. These are pumpkins, right? Like, let's go. And to find out they're just like softballs, it was a little like it's a little disappointing.
I mean, it's good to have different scales for different collections.
Totally. But I'm just
it's like those 5 points, that they showed at New York Comic Con as well. Like,
right.
It's not for me, but for people that have a more limited space thing, you could get cool figures that look great that won't take up as much space. So that's a good thing.
Clint Georgeson. Thank you for being here. First off, Doell, are you going to make it to any of these cons? Can you just expense it to Gotham City tonight? Well, myself, Alex, and Alice are both planning to hit the 2 big ones next year: San Diego and New York.
Hey, listen, I hung out with Alex at New York Comic Con. I was like, "Hey, Alex, what's up?"
Yeah.
And his brother got to hang out with them both.
Right, filmmakers. By the way,
that was kind of mind blowing. BT Dubs. I never.
Yeah, I think Craig gave me shit on that too. Of just like, did you know? And I'm like, yeah, I knew. I was like, clearly you've never watched Gotham City Tonight when we have plugged their work. But so thanks for watching, Craig. But yeah. So we are planning to do the big ones, the 3 of us. We have ideas, we have plans. We are going to go out there and make a goddamn big splash.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'll keep you in the loop behind the scenes, but I want it to be a surprise for everybody else.
Okay. I love
what
it.
about Star Wars Celebration? Dude, we're going to be there too. Well, I'm going to be there. Alice and Alex will not be there. Trust me, I'm trying to get Alice to join me. She's not the biggest, like, she likes Star Wars. She knows her Star Wars, but I think she'd rather just go to Japan, which is fair.
Which you can do.
Which I was like, just do that.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like she doesn't have friends that live in Japan. She does. So I mean,
oh well, then there you go.
Didn't come out, but I think it's because we're doing all this other stuff that she's like, I think you gotta remember she's from Australia. I think she wants to see her family at some point too, and that's not a cheat.
Okay, nice.
So, right.
Australia
And Emerald City Comic Con, probably not, just because the other 2. Yeah, let's put it this way: doing 3 cons, they're going to be very expensive.
like I've already.
We're gonna figure it out.
We've just for travel and lodging. We're over
Well,
$10,000.
I have actually Japan, most of it already paid, like ready to go.
Same. Yeah, we've paid most of it.
I think it's just. Hang on,
it was $14,000.
Jay and I we're gonna do an episode on travel logistics for 2025.
San Diego's it's over $10,000 for that. It's a lot of money.
Well, we'll figure. Well, don't say that, because then you had me just go, I don't know if I can do San Diego now.
Well, but so that's I take my whole family with me, so it's Colleen, the boys, and myself.
Oh
so
yeah, that's right.
It's more expensive,
right? Like Kevin is saying here, toying around. Go check out his channel as well. He's 95% Japan, 5% Celebration.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like
this is my first time in Japan.
Dude, I can't
First time in Asia, pretty sure. Yeah, first time in Asia. So
yeah, and Dave, SummerCon. SummerCon is a definite maybe, just because Jake Stevens of Forlom Tazukas, that's his baby, and I want to support that. So I'm going to try my best to get down to SummerCon. That's not a promise, but I'm definitely going to try. I would love to help him out there. And yeah, just like Sean, Thank you, Sean, for being here as well. Japan could be $1,000 just for flights. Yeah, mine
Easy.
was close to $1,000,
Easy peasy.
right? And that's okay. That's okay. Hey, speaking of Japan, do you know who's big in Japan?
Don't know.
Godzilla is big in Japan. Who does Godzilla?
I thought he's
like-
probably not. I thought he wouldn't be like there, because he keeps destroying Tokyo.
Well, I guess that's true. But his buddy is getting a McFarlane figure. and
Yeah.
doing these 2-packs.
Look at that nice cut joint right there. Nice.
Nice. So when you turn his waist, he'll be totally. Anyways, it kind of bums me out that this is not a crazy articulated gorilla. Like hyper articulated. I feel like monkeys should always be hyper articulated.
Absolutely.
I don't think hyper articulated is the term, but I'm just using it now.
No, I think it is. I think it is.
Monsterverse. So he's doing they've been doing King Kong versus Godzilla versus Justice League comics. They are wild. They are fun. And that's what comics should be sometimes. Just throw out the rules.
Yeah.
Let's do it. That's how we got X-Men and Star Trek Next Generation crossover in the 90s. Who cares? Just do it.
Just do it.
Here's what I like about these 2-packs. So you get a larger scale Batman. That's kind like, he's almost as big as King Kong, but he also comes with a little tiny version of Batman that you can put next to your King Kong, which I think is really cool. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with Godzilla, which I assume is going to come with Superman. We are going to get the entire Justice League with a kaiju, except for Wonder Woman. I'm calling it now. There won't be a Hawkwoman. There will not be a Wonder Woman.
I have a development on the McFarlane front, by the way.
Oh, can you spill here, or is this for?
I think so.
A Geek Dad Life exclusive.
No, I don't think so. I gotta see if maybe I can bring you with me. McFarlane has invited me to talk to their people and give them feedback.
Oh, dude.
We want to tap into your experience and get your thoughts on the industry as a whole. And it'll be talking to our senior management team.
Oh, yeah. Send them my way. I have feedback.
It's right. It's like
holy shit.
It might be we've complained enough. And we might, I don't know if they've watched the shows when they sent me this invite. They might have been like, oh, here's a guy that talks about toys.
Right.
But this is got a seat at the table.
Yeah, this is it. Derek Hoover. Right. Jay, help us, Jay. Black fucking canary.
Exactly.
Dude, like
the whole presentation is just going to be black fucking canary.
Yeah,
slide one.
I will make a pinpoint presentation of why we need a black canary figure today. Right, dude, get me in there.
I'm getting the date set. So I was gonna ask you just when we talk, but I'll do it here live and ask you live if it'd be cool if I asked them if I could bring somebody with me.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I got I don't think they're gonna be ready for the fucking because that's who I would unleash to. I'm working on getting a couple guests from McFarlane that are working on the superpower stuff as guests for this show, which you will obviously be a part of. And it's kind of one of these things where it's like, I want to bring them on so we can get to know them. Who are these people as humans so that maybe we can all not stop leaning and just maybe we can get some clear answers on why this buck when you have this buck.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at you, Batman. Right? And I feel like they're hearing us out. So, we'll get into it. Speaking of Batman, this was big comic news from New York City Comic-Con. Hush 2, or as I've been saying it, Hush 2, because I will not let Haley die in obscurity.
Talk to is #4 podcast in the world.
Right? God bless her. I don't even know what she talks about. What is there to talk about? I was a
I don't-
server. I don't know. Anyways, Hush 2, right? This is going to be. This is a big deal, right? We've got Jeff Loeb coming back with Jim Lee. They're going to do another maxi series, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, Alex Sinclair. That is everybody, right? Starting this month already in Justice League Unlimited #1. I think that's going to be a hot issue. If you have not asked your local comic provider to put this aside for you, you should, because I think this is going to be one of those issues that everyone's going to be picking up, and it's going to be hot. So,
Okay.
with that hot tip, get it, right? And that's, again, I know it's only the 6th today, Wednesday, November 6th. Gotham City is in ruins. The Batman, that was today. The end of Batman is today.
Have you been watching The Penguin, by the way?
Oh my God, religiously.
I think I'm in because I haven't seen this week's episode, but god damn, what a phenomenal show.
God, it was one of those things too where I was like, is Batman gonna like guest appear? Maybe Catwoman, maybe Selena, just because of her background with the Penguin as well. And I was like, I don't even need them.
No.
I don't even need them.
I could care less if they show up or not.
Right? And I hope this ties in to, like, it doesn't need to tie into the Batman 2.
Mm-hmm.
If it does, I won't be upset. But what does make me mad is that we were also supposed to get an Arkham Asylum series.
Yes.
Right? And we were supposed to get a Gotham GCPD series.
Mm-hmm. But that could still happen, right? If this is successful,
dude,
Max might be like, all right, let's give that one a ride.
Especially Arkham. Now, after seeing the inside of Arkham, spoiler alert, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but we do go inside Arkham, and knowing that it's a fucking horror show, like, it is legit scary.
Yeah,
I want that series. Give it to me.
What's the actress's name? The actress who plays
Sophia. Oh my gosh! Someone in the chat will know. Someone in the chat will.
What a performance! A tour de force,
dude. Everyone on that show, Vic.
Yes,
Penguin.
Colin Farrell is incredible.
Right?
Like
all of them. Dude. Hang on. Not a spoiler alert, but this is vague spoiler. Penguin's mom.
Oh,
give her awards.
Yeah.
Everybody needs an award.
Yeah,
this is the top tier acting where we are like, like this is like, I know this is for an older audience.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to say that Marvel movies are acted bad. They are not. They're just a different style. But when I think of like Thunderbolts, for instance, Thunderbolts should have this tone.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like, this is what it should be. And I love Marvel for what it is, because without it, we don't get this. We do not have these other comic book, IPs trying to like leveling themselves up in a way.
Yeah.
And I still think The Batman is my favorite Batman movie. This just adds to that lore, into that Gotham City, and it gives it that icky, filthy layers that Gotham needs, because Gotham itself is its own character, just like the Firehouse, just like the Millennium Falcon, just like any of these environments that these characters are in. But even though, like, you look at the Tim Burton Batman, you see that style, you see the Batman animated series, it's got that Art Deco. They're characters, but this show is peeling back its layers in a way I don't think we've seen since maybe the Chris Nolan.
I think
movie?
The Nolan films kind of got into the mob families and all that kind of, but even still, this kind of goes even more. It's almost to the point where I just like that it could be they could name them other like it doesn't feel like, oh, this is a Batman show. It's like, no, it's just a really damn good kind of mob crime drama, you know,
Yeah.
and it just so happens to be featuring characters and scenes and cities of
Yep.
you know, the Batman universe.
Now, how do you feel about Oswald Cobb?
Yeah, I
As
thought that
opposed-
was interesting. Whatever, fine. I don't care.
Yeah, at first I was like, and then they started doing. His mom starts calling him Oswald,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, Oswald Cobb.
Maybe it's still Cobblepot, but he's like he doesn't like it, so he just says Cobb.
It could still be a family name. It could be his father's name that was never there.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of distanced himself. We don't know.
Yeah.
Dude. I want to know more about this family. Because even the ones from Batman Returns, where they're these like snooty elitists who get rid of their child because he's different.
Yep.
Right? Like, even then it's like, that's dark.
Oh,
They're dumping
absolutely.
Their kid in the freaking sewer.
That fucked me up when I saw that in theaters. I was like, damn, they're just like dropping their kid off to drown, I guess. Like,
and then this is like still fucked up, but in a different way.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I gotta know more. I gotta know more about these Cobblepot families. And they kind of, do you remember the cartoon The Batman that came out in 2003? Yeah. So even that penguin has a really like rich upbringing. Abuse, like there's abuse there. Like it's just.
I just started. Is it Caped Crusader?
Yes.
And so the female penguin is interesting. I haven't even finished the first episode, but I was like, oh, that's an interesting.
Oh, well,
pass.
Just wait till you. Okay, if you didn't even finish it, just hang tight. Hang tight.
I'm here for it.
It's good.
Everybody I did a toy show this past week. Everyone's like, "Oh, are you watching Cape Crusader?" Like they didn't even see the penguin. They were talking about the Amazon Prime show. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it."
Yeah, I'm glad Amazon picked it up when Max.
Because can Amazon pick up Batgirl too? Like you know.
I don't
Warner
think
Brothers?
they can, because otherwise they might lose that tax incentive.
I fucking hate.
I hate these new corporations and what they're doing. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. It bugs the shit out of me. And yeah. But anyways, we digest. Hush 2.
Corporations are people, Doell. Okay, they have the same rights as human beings.
Sure.
It's turned out great for the world.
Have you read Hush?
No, I haven't. I don't think.
Okay, so when you go to the comic shop to get Batman and Robin Year 1, issue 1, go get the trade. You can. The Hush is such a classic. I don't know if I want to say groundbreaking, but it is very popular. It is very good. Your comic shop should almost always have a copy on hand to sell, because it's one of those, like, if you're going to introduce somebody to comics and, like, let's say they've never read a Batman comic before, you can recommend Hush. It's the best of Batman. Everyone appears, everyone's around, and it tells you, and dude, Jim Lee draws one of the best Tim Drakes you'll ever see.
Okay. Oh, that's.
But now we have Hush 2, and I'm just saying, like, now the entire landscape of Batman has changed since then. Right? Harley Quinn's no longer with the Joker. Poison Ivy plays like an anti-hero. Tim Drake kind of flounders in purgatory of Robins. And now we have Damian Wayne. Right? So it should be interesting to see where it goes. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to bring it up. It was news. Right. Check it. If you have not read Hush, folks, read Hush. And otherwise, I think that's all the stuff I wanted to cover that was new. But I want to bring up this one thing from Mondo, just because Alex is not here. But I want to give the man his flowers. This was teased. This is going to be so shway. Mondo is really pumping out the Batman stuff recently. And they're not really giving me time to breathe. I had to figure it out with Peter Venkman. It's happening on my end.
I'm glad it's happening, Dolers, because when we were first having conversations, like, I don't know if I can make it work. I'm like, oh my
Well,
God.
but dude, like when you're Canadian, all
No,
this
I get
stuff
it.
adds up.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is scary. It is like not just toy anxiety, it is financial anxiety
I know.
like inducing. It can be because sometimes you're just like, what am I doing? Right? Like this is not healthy. But man, this is gonna be the best Batman Beyond figure, just like Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah.
Just like real Ghostbusters. This is
Yeah.
going to be the best figure we've ever gotten of Terry McGinnis. Because even the ones that Mattel did, they
You know, there's
didn't
gonna
make
be a unmasked head sculpt.
you know that dude, you know they're gonna do one where it's battle damage where you see the wires,
Yeah.
right? They're gonna do that. Wings, no wings. He's gonna have the expressions.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Nah, it probably wouldn't work. They wouldn't do a old man Bruce, or not like old man, but like older.
No, he would need a
Bruce.
different body.
He would need a different body. Yeah.
So I'm hoping they make Blight, but I want them to make Blight.
Know they're gonna make Blight. How many times have they done Scare Glow and every different variation? You know they're gonna make Blight.
Right, but just like you said with Scare Glow, I want Blight, but I want to see the insides.
Oh yes,
and I want it glow in the dark. I want it to like look. I know Blight was supposed to be intentionally, or initially, Blight was supposed to be Terry's Joker.
Yes,
and I don't know if it worked out that way necessarily. I think the Joker's kind of became his Joker in a way.
Yeah, because I feel like Blight, at least for me, was kind of a Lex Lutherian kind of feel a little bit.
Right, which is fine because
I liked him as a big bad.
But I think Andrew here, this makes me want an ink figure too.
Oh,
you know, if they make her, it's going to be insane because they're going to do the different arms and the different dude. It just got me chills to be like, I need to rewatch this series.
Yeah, I need to. I haven't watched it in a minute. I have it all. I bought it on iTunes years ago, and it's still sitting there. I can stream it, but
I have them all in physical media, including Superman. I hope they get. I know I'm a big deal. Great theme song. I know they're not going to get to her right away. I would love it if they made Dana.
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
She's got classic Doell future wife vibes.
She totally does. I'm the Terry McGinnis of toy tubing.
You really are.
Right? I am I'm YHS Beyond.
The actress Kristen Milotti or Christine Milotti.
Yep.
She is my type of big-eyed Italian, dark-eyed Italian women. That's my wife to it. That's Colleen to a D.
That's Colleen. Dude, when I was watching that, I was like, I'm the Penguin. That's Colleen.
I think we got your cosplay for Comic-Con.
For Comic-Con? Oh my God. Could you imagine? I would, if I could figure out how to make that freaking suit he wears.
Yeah.
With the makeup. Because here's the scary. Hang on, I know we're jumping back and forth to Penguin and toys, and I can't help but to say
this is good content. Okay, don't apologize for it.
Don't sleep on this. Listen, it's gonna blow my mind that if we ever go to a convention and let's say Colin Farrell is there, it's gonna break my heart to do a photo op of him not as the Penguin because that human we're watching doesn't really exist at all.
Yes, he's having the time of his life.
You can tell.
Yes,
you can tell, man.
They all are. That's the thing that I love about that show is that these are great actors. And you could see how really good actors could do a comic movie and it's a comic movie, whatever. Who gives a fuck? But they are all putting in phenomenal performances, every single one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Give them all the awards. Give them all their awards. right?
Give them their flowers.
Give them their flowers. That's what I totally believe that. And I want to stay on Mondo for one hot second as well. It is already sold out, the deluxe edition
Of
what? I think I'm gonna have to figure out payment plan on this one too. This is my dude. This is the
But you missed
Scarecrow.
out the good one. You're just getting the regular if you still haven't gotten it.
Well, here's the okay. So full disclosure,
Oh, you got the
Teenager.
inside line.
Robin was not my first Batman animated series figure.
Interesting.
It
It's a
was
twist.
Scarecrow.
Okay.
I still have it. He's on my shelf, complete with Scythe and Crow. And he had the whole Jawa feature where it was like the light shines to the top of the hat and the eyes glow.
Oh man, Kenner did that all the time, and it was always great.
It looked perfect. And this is the adult version of that.
It really
toy.
is. It really is.
Like, this is bonkers to me. That look at that.
So good.
This is bonkers to me. This is so beautiful. And when I look at this, I just go, I want this. And I want because I know eventually we're going to get Robin. There's no way we're not at this point.
Oh yeah, Robin's happening. And I'm going to, and we're both going to buy it.
We are both going to buy it, and we are both going to do a dual unboxing. And we're going to have Alex on, and he's going to talk about the process. And we're going to have actually, you know what? We're going to have every artist that worked on it.
I love
with
that
us,
idea.
And we're going to
Hell
do the ultimate Robin Mondo unboxing. And we're going to be like,
love that
listen.
idea.
We
And
are
we could like the art in the background be like half GDL, half Gotham City Tonight, you know, kind of two-faced.
We'll do one of those Mad Hatters, Johnny and Nostalgias. We'll do one of those.
Yes, the multi-stream.
The multi-stream thing. Here's the other one that we will do this for, Jay.
Okay.
If they ever do an animated series Nightcrawler,
Oh,
we'll do
absolutely.
We'll do the same thing.
Absolutely.
We'll do the same thing. We'll even I'll get Alan Cummings on. We'll get the voice actor. We'll get everybody.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Everybody's
Big
coming on.
production.
Yeah.
Big production.
It's going to be the biggest hullabaloo you've ever seen. But we're going to do that for Rob. Maybe we should try to get the voice. I'm going to try and see if there's a connection to the voice actor for him.
Well, yeah, exactly. Just fucking.
Let's get him on.
Let's
go hog wild with it. That's what I want to do.
Speaking of hog wild, do you want to plus this in from Quip here? This comment, most recent one.
Quip, make sure you all touch the tips of your Robin figures together. We will. We're gonna make them kiss. We're gonna make them kiss. Dude, like, but this Scarecrow figure, I love it. This is so. The only other Scarecrow figure I would get in a 1/6 scale is the one from New Adventures, where he's like crazy, legit scary.
Yeah.
So this is very exciting. Are you? Hang on. Let me go to the thing here. Oh, look at that.
I mean, they had this at New York Comic Con, and it looked amazing in person.
Yeah, like even this, like throw like the extra heads or portraits, as I've now been trained to say. Like this team, they kill it every time, right? That's Alex Brewer, co-host of the regular co-host of the show.
Right? What a coup that he's a co-host on this show. It's phenomenal.
It is wild, right? It is. It blows my mind to this day that, you know.
Also, like, Alex has some of the best one-liners in our.
He is so.
In our family of toy tubers, he has, I think, the best one-liners. Sorry, Craig. I think he has the best one-liners.
I think so too. I think so, because with Craig, you already see the wheels turning.
Exactly. It's kind of like, all right.
And he kind of gets everyone to be like, okay, guys, listen, here's the real thing. Boom. Like, he sets it up. You know it's coming.
That's a style, and I appreciate it as a style.
Yes, I agree. Because Craig is funny. He doesn't watch the show, so I can compliment him all day long. It does not matter. I love Craig. I think he's funny. Alex, however, has a very, like, it's dry.
Yep.
And it comes off like it comes out of nowhere.
Exactly. That's what I love.
It's the RKOs of one-liners.
Yes.
You don't know when it's coming, and then all of a sudden he'll just say it. And here's the other best thing about Alex working on things such as Real Ghostbusters,
Mm-hmm.
you know, X-Men and Batman. He is so knowledgeable about this stuff, and he retains that information so well where it's like, for me, the moment the camera goes on and I have to talk about it, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Alex is there to help pick up the pieces for I'm like, it's like, I know the guy's name. And I'm like, yes, he's got it. He's there for me every time.
That's one of the toughest part about doing lives is trying to remember stuff, and it makes it even harder. Like the guy with the stuff.
He did things with his face. You know him.
You're the face guy, facey McJenkins.
That's right. My favorite one. Yeah.
Allison Troy, good to see Allison Troy here. Sorry I'm late. I was busy eating a sheet cake. I love that idea.
What did you miss? You missed a lot. You missed a lot actually on this show. There was a lot happening.
This has been jam-packed.
Right.
We're only an hour in. I feel like we have covered so much in this episode.
Well, we're just gonna finish up here because I'm gonna do one last plug. Okay. This is just because we haven't got to do a full plug of this in a long time. I usually tell people the link's in the chat. Go check it out. She's not here to stop me from also embarrassing her because this is where she gets kind of like nervous about having to plug her own stuff. I'll do the hustle for her. This is Alice's comic, All Haven Academy on webtoon.com. The link is down below. Everyone, just go click the link. Look at this, 3.4 million views on this. Let's get this trending. 41 episodes. That's 41 issues of a comic, Jay.
It's incredible.
That she has done. That is incredible. Because a lot of comics, a lot of them don't even make it past 12 issues. This is even in the professional industry.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, rarely makes it this far before getting rebooted to issue 1. So I just want to point this out. This is a very impressive, like,
everybody go sub and read it right
go
now.
sub and read it. And don't read it on your laptop.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you use your iPad or use your phone.
Have that almost, just rip of that loose.
That's what it's there for. Alice is she's insanely talented. Right? 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 41, that's a hustle. She's almost at 50. I think we're going to have to have her come on. When 50 drops, she has to be on an episode just so that we can celebrate her comic. It's fantastic. All right, Jay, we're going to settle up here. Thank you everyone for watching and stuff too and hanging out with us. Pretty good crowd tonight, so thank you. I know it's been 2 weeks, so thank you for your guys' patience and everything else. It's really nice. Alex should be back next week as well, and who knows, maybe we'll have the Batman Beyond stuff will be out by next week too. I thought it was going to drop this week, but I guess it's next week. It's all good. Jay, what's happening with you this week? Anything happening on your channels?
Nothing. Kind of taking a week to recoup.
I get it.
But no, I appreciate you bringing me on because this was a nice, getting out of a certain headspace into a much more enjoyable headspace. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm glad I got to be here. Hope everyone else had some fun too. You'll see me next week on Toy Anxiety.
Oh, Alex without a beard, I'm not okay.
Yeah, what do you mean? He looks like you don't like 16-year-old Alex?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And I'm not one. I don't want to non-beard shame someone. Okay.
Right, but when you get used to it, what do you do?
I'm not okay with it.
Well, partially that's his fault. He did show up on an episode with a bat symbol shaved on his face. And then he said he didn't want to keep it, which I get as well.
I respect that. I get it.
Right. So coming up on this channel
with a shaved face, I don't like it.
That is totally fair.
It's like when you shave your face, but you're never one to like just languish on a face, so like you change it up a lot, but
I do. I don't want people to recognize me right away.
You're recognizable. We would recognize you no matter what.
That's true. You can hear me coming from a mile away. Doelvember has started. I was hoping to do it this weekend. I might do it on Monday.
Okay.
I am going to do an unboxing on this channel of this Batmobile, the Cyborg.
I'm so excited for this video. To be completely honest, I'm really excited for it.
Because I only do lives because I don't know how to edit worth a shit. So, but I'm going to have different figures out. We're going to try and fit these in. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to see if Kyle can join me. I don't think you guys have a holiday on Monday. Do you guys have a holiday Monday?
Is it Veterans Day, the 11th?
Yeah.
I don't know if we get that. I don't think I get it off.
Oh,
It's not a. I don't think it's a. Maybe it's a federal. I don't know. I only
we
get
call
like
it
5
Remembrance
days
Day
off
here, and this is where we honor all our fallen soldiers. So
same for us for Veterans Day, but
right.
It's America. We have to work.
Yeah,
we're
capitalism.
dead.
That's what it does, right? Yeah, right. Monday
is
a holiday.
Maybe it's a federal holiday. I'm pretty sure I have to work. But anyways, that doesn't matter. It's not. This is not about me.
Well, but I'll celebrate, Dave.
Absolutely.
Right. If you did service for either one of our countries, thank you.
Any country, really.
Any country, really. Yeah.
Well, I guess the good ones.
You know what we mean. Yeah, you know what.
If you're on the Allies or what was World War I's good side?
You know what?
Any of the good sides.
Let's not backpedal on this. Let's just say thank you if you helped out with Canada and the United States, just to be sure, just to play it safe, right? So thank you. Yeah, it's definitely federal holiday. Yes,
it is federal. It is a federal. I still for my job. We don't get it because there's a lot of federal holidays I don't get off.
Yeah. Also for Doelvember, I'm going to do a Flipping Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Toy Anxiety, where I go through the wrestling issues of turtles, and I'm going to talk about toys.
To what we're facing right now with getting wrestling figures. That's great.
Correct. So I'm going to do that and talk about those. So I've got extra content planned for both channels. I'm calling it Doelvember and Doelcember.
I love it.
One thing we have to do in Doelcember, Jay.
Okay.
We're going to have to do another going through wish books.
Yes, that was so much fun.
We are going to do this as a yearly tradition. I wish
love
we did one,
that idea.
I wish we did one for Halloween where we went through old Halloween costumes next year. So put that
pin in it.
Put it in your pocket.
There we go.
Okay. But yeah, so we're gonna do that's what I want to do for the next couple months. Just all this extra content. Kind of thank everybody for being members. Of Toy Anxiety. Thank you for anyone who's ever dropped a super chat at Gotham City Tonight. Just anything like that. So just this is me just wanting to give back and do a little extra while I still can, because next year for me, because of work, is going to be insane.
Oh,
but the best part about that is it's going to pay for Japan, San Diego, and New York. So
there you go.
There it is. I'm doing this for you, the people. So thank you, everyone. Have a great night. We will see you all next week. And oh, look at this. I can set an outro video. I'm going to make an outro video. Anyways,